All right, we're going to call the May 20th meeting to order. Paul?
Here. 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 This is here.
Here. This time we're going to do the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag indivisible. At this time, 30 board members who desire to add, delete, or separate any items of the consent agenda as proposed. No. I need a motion to approve the meeting agenda as presented for the regular board meeting on May 20th, 2024.
Support.
Roll call.
Yes. 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 Yes.
Yes, motion carries. At this time, I need a motion to approve the minutes of the regular board meeting held on April 15th, 2025.
So move. Four.
Roll call.
Yes. 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 Yes.
Yes, motion carries. At this time, is there any board members with correspondence? Mr. Harold, Mr. Smola.
I received notification from Taylor Miller, Megan Bowes, Charlotte Seeger, and Kim Rettner, their notice of resignation.
You will continue recognizing our guests and visitors.
Number of visitors with us today. Thank you for being here. Could you please just introduce yourself?
Alexis Allen, teacher. Berkeley Schmidlin.
Zach Murray. Mike Erickson.
Sherry Brown. Dr. Dolores Blackport.
Ray Roser. Clark Emmons.
Lindsay Scouring. Victoria Valpier. Jenny Conrad. The Whitaker.
Carson West.
Myron Sanchez. Taylor Johnson. Steve Rowland. Jessica Campbell. Lucy.
Thank you, everyone. At this time, we will start with Ms. Howell and the ag students for a presentation of the board.
At the 96 Ohio FFA State Convention, the Evergreen FFA had 8 members be presented with the Ohio FFA State Degree and Golden Chain. This is the highest honor bestowed upon an FFA member from the Ohio FFA State Association. 2% of almost 30,000 FFA members will ever achieve this honor. Since the Evergreen FFA was chartered in 1968, the charter has been able to achieve 66 state degrees prior to this year. This year's state degree recipients is the largest group of members in 1 year to receive this honor from Evergreen. I would like to introduce and recognize our 2024 Evergreen recipients to you. Jessica Campbell, Colin Clancy, Alex Fritsch, Megan Gluckler, Lily Herter, Daniel Johnson, Taylor Johnson, and Braden Sudenka. To receive this honor, members have to meet several requirements, including 8 FFA activities above the chapter level, 25 community service hours, and invest $2,500 into their supervised agricultural projects over the course of a minimum of 18 months. Several of these members are diligent working even past high school graduation to obtain the American FFA degree in the upcoming years. I would like to thank the school board and administrations, as you have been an instrumental part in these members achieving this honor, for allowing FFA contests and trips to occur, along with the support through many of our events throughout the year. These higher degrees would not be possible without you. Myself and the members truly appreciate your continuous support of the FFA here at Evergreen. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Congrats, guys. Take your picture. Do you want it? Okay.
Minutes.
Oh, 33.
All right, next we have Mr. Murray. He would like to discuss the involvement of Likewise in the upcoming school year with the constitutional and legal issues raised thereby. Mr. Murray.
Again, my name is Zach Murray. For those who don't know me, I'm a parent of 4 students in the district and 1 in the elementary school. My time is short, so I will be brief with my comments. Next year, LifeWise Academy is potentially going to be providing services here at Evergreen. That means taking students out of the school and putting them in a secondary location where they will learn explicitly religious instruction. This has never been discussed at any board meeting or any minutes that I've seen this year. So I'd like to educate the community and the board a bit about this program. LifeWise is a Christian nationalist and anti-public education organization bankrolled in part by a fundamentalist venture capital firm from Fort Wayne, Indiana. It also appears to receive significant support from Christian nationalist churches and right-wing religious organizations in the area. Its stated goal is the degradation of secular public education in favor of religious instruction and to act as a feeder system to indoctrinate children into their agenda. LifeWise uses insidious and explicit peer pressure campaigns to drive growth in its organization. The techniques that we explicitly warn kids about from the DARE program, such as flying with treats and candy and making them feel like conformity is necessary for acceptance in the group, have been reported as regularly utilized by this organization. Moreover, it also exists as a commercial venture and a grift for its organizers and operators. Review of their 2022 federal tax return, which their 2023 is not available. LifeWise files under the name Stand for Truth Inc. In 2021, it brought in $6 million in donations. More than $2.7 million was spent on employee and executive compensation, including a 6-figure salary for Joel Penton, its president. Bring up Mr. Penton because LifeWise uses as materials the books authored by Mr. Penton and published by LifeWise Press, another entity. Those books are $18.99 a copy on Amazon, or you can buy all of Mr. Penton's books for $35 plus shipping and tax. As a practicing attorney who litigates constitutional law cases and as an individual of faith, I find LifeWise to be un-American, unconstitutional, and deeply offensive and heretical to my and my family's sincerely held Christian religious beliefs. This school has a duty to provide free and appropriate secular public education to my children. Matters of faith and spirituality will be instructed to my children on my time and on my dime. The Association of Statisticians of American Religious Bodies 2020 survey by that group showed 372 religious bodies or groups in Fulton County alone. There are far more resources in this county devoted to religious instruction than there are academic. Moreover, the academic calendar already in place at this school provides ample opportunity for instruction outside of school hours, including prohibition on Sunday and Wednesday practice. My child will not be participating in life. So what's clear to me through my review of the documents that I requested is that my child's education is going to be degraded in order to accommodate the program. In order to move one grade level 2,500 feet to the middle school, it took a year of planning. For LifeWise, the entire sea change was done in 6 weeks to the elementary curriculum. Records show support and coordination between LifeWise and several members of the staff and administration acting in their official capacities. We don't have enough time to teach the kids everything they're supposed to learn already, and you're going to take them out. This process was instituted without the normal procedures that have been in place by this district. It was the waivers given to the people who were patently insufficient, and frankly, this board has a choice to make a significant and immediate course correction. And that's what I'm requesting here. I need notice by the end of May that the LifeWise program has been canceled and or rescinded for the 24-25 year. If that's not received, I will be filing a complaint for injunctive relief from damages in the U.S. District Court for the Northern District of Iowa. This is too serious for me to take lightly, and I can't. So I leave it to your good discretion. And if I have other questions, I have to answer.
Thank you, Mr. Murray. All right, from there, we're gonna have Mr. Carroll's reports.
Stack of papers you have in front of you are our April financials. The first thing is a cash reconciliation that shows that Evergreen's books are balanced with the bank. Second page is how we are appropriated and budgeted. This is sent to the Fulton County Auditor. The next one is our cash summary that shows our fund balance for each fund and each account that Evergreen holds. We have our disbursement summary. These are all the checks that we had issued during the month of April. First graph you see are April financials compared to last April. We have year-to-date financials and then how that correlates with the forecast. Right now, at the end of April, we are 83% of the way through the fiscal year. And our cash balance is right on track, almost identical to last year, which is great. Second graph is our payroll and benefits broken down per pay. Again, according to the graph, it is almost identical, which is pretty common. It's a good trend. We're 83% and 86% spent on those two budgets. Income tax, we are slightly down this year compared to last year. So we have collected 98.7% of what we collected last year, which is pretty common in the area right now. Then we have our forecast. Nothing out of the ordinary for this forecast. We don't have any renewals in the near future. On year number 5, near the bottom, you'll see there's about $553,000 that is pulled out of this forecast because it's a renewal, so we can't guarantee that money. So that has been pulled out. I can go through this line by line if you would like, or I can answer any questions you have on the forecast. Right now, we're trending. There's a couple percentages in here that we are just keeping status quo from historical Evergreen numbers. Nexus and Rover, which is a constant question, we still have not heard a single word on, but we do lose about 3.5% every year from the money that we are getting. So if you notice that our revenue is heading down, it is because of our facilities. Revenue that is going up is obviously interest, which I've talked about before, the interest that we have at the bank. The rates we're getting right now are rates that we've never seen for a school district before. So a 5% interest is great. If we could get 2% years ago, that would be amazing. So it's not going to last long. So that will change. But I can answer any questions that you have on next year. If not, the other items on financial agenda is a couple budget increases. As we're wrapping up this fiscal year, couple student activity accounts or athletic accounts have brought in more money than they thought, which is a good thing. So we just need to increase it. That is all I have.
Thank you, Mr. Carroll. Any questions for him? No? All right, so we will jump right into the financial section of the agenda. It is recommended by Brian Carroll, treasurer, to approve the following financial items. The following reports that you just reviewed with us, we ask you to accept the following donation of $100 anonymous donation to the Student Assistance Fund. We need to approve the following appropriation modifications and amended resources that you just explained to us, with increases to those groups, as well as approve the 5-year forecast we just reviewed with us, so he can submit to the Ohio Department of Education by May 31st, 2024. At this time, I just need a motion to approve of the financial reports and other financial items.
So moved.
Questions or discussion? Roll call.
Rebecca?
Yes.
Mr. Carr?
Yes.
Mr. Miller?
Yes.
Mr. Smith? Yes. Mrs. Heath?
Yes, motion carries. At this time, we will move on to personnel. We need to accept the following resignation: Taylor Miller, bus driver, effective May 31st. Megan Bowes, intervention specialist, effective August 31st, and Charlotte Seeger, aide, effective May 13th. And to accept the resignation of Kim Reckner, gifted teacher, for the purpose of retirement, effective May 1st. We thank her for her service to the families, Evergreen, and the district. Need to offer the following teachers a 1-year limited teaching contract, effective with the start of the 24-25 school year. I will not read those all for you, but they are listed there. We also need to offer the following teacher a 2-year limited teaching contract, effective with the start of the 24-25 school year, for Andrew Howell. A 3-year teaching contract offered to the following teachers, effective for the 24-25 school year: Heather Christensen, Luke Rosen, Christy Hennessy, Danielle Urbanski, Andrea Hessen, and Corey Wright. To offer the following teachers a continuing teaching contract, effective with the start of the 24-25 school year: Doug Dislover, Nelson Holiday, and Andrew Langendeffer. To offer the following individuals a one-year limited, non-teaching, non-bargaining unit contract commencing on July first, 2024, and ending June 30th, 2025. Ashley Berner, assistant treasurer, Tess Butter, district nurse, Jen Elkenbarger, technology coordinator. To offer the following individuals a three-year limited, non-teaching, non-bargaining unit contract commencing on July first, 2024, ending June 30th, 2027. Jeff Abrams for a bus mechanic, Dylan Henrik, athletic director. To offer the following individuals a non-teaching one-year limited contract effective at the start of the 24-25 school year. Tammy Bonaminio, aide position, Jamie Rolka, custodian. To offer the following individuals a non-teaching two-year limited contract effective at the start of 24-25 school year. Victoria Gauthier, secretary, Amy Harmon, cook, Matt Sager, bus driver, Jeff Usby, aide. To offer the following individuals a non-teaching continuing contract effective at the start of the 24-25 school year. Bethany Bowser, aide, and Samantha Cole as an aide. To offer the following supplemental contract for the 24-25 school year pending the completion of all people activity permit requirements. You can see those positions listed there. As well as to approve the following supplemental contract for the 24-25 year pending the completion of any and all certification and licensure requirements. There's a nice long list there. I'll give you guys a minute to flip through that page and a half. We also need to approve the following additional extended days for the 24-25 school year. Karen Lipinski, elementary guidance for 5 days. Lindsay Scourin, middle school guidance for 10 days. Amanda Brain, high school guidance for 20 days. Alexis Powell, vocational education for 30 days. Barry Bach, high school teacher for 10 days. To approve the classification and certified substitute list provided and maintained by the Northwest Ohio Educational Service Center throughout the 24-25 school year. Assignments will be made by the superintendent and or superintendent designee. We also need to approve the substitute list and certified substitute reasonable assurance of employment list for the school year of 24-25. We need to offer Jamie Rolka, custodian, a non-teaching one-year limited contract effective May 13th, 2024 and ending on June 30th, 2024. We need to approve Jeffrey Usey as a summer custodial worker as needed from June 1st, 2024 until August 16th, 2024. Compensation is set at $13 per hour at a maximum of 25 hours per day. The superintendent, either superintendent designee, coordinate hours and make all work assignments. We need to approve Andrea Hessen and Lori Schmidt as extended school year instructors during the 2024 summer month on an as-needed hourly basis for the negotiated agreement. At this time, I just need a motion to approve the above listed personnel positions. Questions or discussion? All right, roll call.
Yes.
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 Yes, motion carries. This time we'll move on to other business. We need a motion to approve an agreement with the Northwest Ohio Educational Service Center to provide training, support, resources, and handbooks to all mentor program participants for the 24-25 school year.
Will support.
Questions or discussion? Roll call.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Yes. Mrs. Keeper.
Yes, motion carries. We need a motion to set the cost of preschool tuition at $1,000 for the 24-25 school year and provide a discounted rate of $950 for families utilizing a one-time payment. $1,000 was the same tuition as last year for 23-24.
Will move. Support.
Questions or discussion?
That cover cost. Basically. That just enough to cover cost. Not even enough to cover revenue. Okay. Just enough to help.
I did receive a request from a parent. So I was just gonna ask, but do you know what that breaks down to per day? I know you said you had done for math.
Just basic math was about $5.95
Per student per day. Okay. Any further discussion or questions? All right. Roll call.
Mr. Beckman,
Yes.
Mr. Carr,
Yes.
Mr. Miller,
Yes.
Mr. Smith.
Yes.
Mrs. Keever.
Yes, motion carries. At this time, we need to approve a one-year renewal contract with Variety Food Services. to Provide food service management services to Evergreen local schools beginning on July 1st, 2024, ending on June 30th, 2025. For 3 renewals for 1 year with mutual agreement between the district and Variety Food Services.
So moved. Or.
Questions or discussion? All right. Roll call.
Yes.
Mr. Carr,
Yes.
Mr. Miller,
Yes.
Mr. Smith.
Yes.
Mrs. Keever.
Yes, motion carries. At this time, we need a motion for the Evergreen Local Board of Education to enter a day treatment purchase service agreement with A&G Educational Services LLC, special needs education company for the sole purpose of providing educational services in accordance with placement at the LEAP program. Students' placements will be at a per diem rate of $160 per student for the 24-25 school year.
So moved. Or.
Questions or discussion?
So what, like, lead program?
It's alternative to the IEC, it's behavioral or special needs that they would go there for individual services. We had 3 students who.
And how long are they usually there? Is that like a out of school suspension or?
Be used for that or just an alternative educational placement.
So some may finish the year. All right, roll call.
Yes.
Yes.
Mr. Miller. Mr. Smith.
Yes.
Mrs. Keever.
Yes, motion carries. This time we need to accept the recommendation of Borough Housing Architect and reject the bids of repaving portions of the campus parking lot and to add an additional service drive to the front elementary parking lot.
Move. Support.
Questions or discussion? Roll call.
Mr. Beckman,
Yes.
Mr. Carr,
Yes.
yes. Mr. Smith. Yes. Mrs. Keever.
Yeah, motion carried. This time, we need to approve an overnight trip for Evergreen FFA students to attend the Ohio FFA summer camp in Muskingum, Ohio. Students will learn about leadership, FFA, and agriculture. Students will depart on June 19th, 2024, and return on June 24th, 2024. Students will be transported by school van, and attendees will stay at Ohio FFA camp at 3266 Dyewood Road, Southwest Burleson, Ohio, 44615. Teacher Alexa Powell, lead trip supervisor.
Support.
Questions or discussion?
How many did you have going?
Right now,
Thank you.
Yep. Roll call?
Mr. Beckman,
Yes.
Mr. Carr,
Yes.
Mr. Miller,
Yes.
Mr. Smith. Yes. Mrs. Keever.
Yes, motion carries. This time, we need to approve an overnight trip for Evergreen FFA students to attend the FFA National Convention in Indianapolis, Indiana. Students will learn about national agricultural topics, leadership, communication, and public speaking. Students will be departing on October 22nd, 2024, and returning on October 25th, 2024. Parents and FFA alumni, member drivers, and a school van, if needed, will transport students to the convention. Attendees will stay at Home 2 Suite at 9701 Northeast Boulevard, Bushers, Indiana, 46037. Teacher Alexis Powell and parent chaperones will be the trip supervisors.
So moved. Support.
Question or discussion? Roll call.
Mr. Beckman,
Yes.
Mr. Carr,
Yes.
Mr. Miller.
Yes.
Mr. Smith.
Yes.
Yes, motion carries. All right, at this time, we need to approve an overnight trip for Evergreen boys basketball players to attend the team camp at the University of Findlay. Students will depart on June 27th, 2024, and return on June 28th, 2024. Students will stay in dorms on campus and be transported by school vans and parent volunteers. Coach Kyle Holstover will be trip supervisor, and the cost of the trip will be covered by the program and athletes attending.
Move.
Questions or discussion? Roll call.
Mr. Beckman,
Yes.
Mr. Carr,
Yes.
Mr. Miller,
Yes.
Mr. Smith.
Yes.
Mrs. Keever.
Yes, motion carried. At this time, Mr. Smaller, would you like to take over discussion and information?
And just wanted to inform you of some transfers that are happening. We've had a little bit of a mix with a couple of the resignations. Molly Utsi will be moving to kinder start from grade 1. Jose Rodriguez moved from night custodian to day custodian at the high school, middle school. Nicole Brock is moving to first grade from fourth grade. Nicole Ziegler to fourth grade from kindergarten, and Amber Hansel from kindergarten to first grade.
So what position did that leave open?
Now it looks like we are going to have an intervention specialist position open with the movement internally. One of the intervention specialists who was in fourth grade is moving down into that open first grade position. Chatted after the agenda was set. So that transfer will be on next month's for documentation.
Awesome. Okay. All right, so we will start with Mrs. Brown.
Good evening, everybody. We've had lots going on at the elementary. And at the start, I want to thank MVP for a great week for our teachers and staff. They did a lot of prizes, snacks, all kinds of things to appreciate our teachers and staff, which was very nice to see. We created a Meet the Cast member day because, as you can see from all the movement that took place, people have not been in place what we thought. Last year, we did sort of a Meet the Team. Because our theme this next year is Disney, we have shirts that we had made up. So it's meet the cast member day so that students can meet the next team that they're coming up to. So they won't know their actual teacher until they receive the letter, but they will have an idea of who the teachers are. So it should be fun. If you had a chance to come to our spring choir performance, it was absolutely amazing. Mr. Torrance does an amazing job. Had some of our students even doing solos, things like that. It was awesome. Want to thank Mrs. Setmeyer, Ms. Fries, and Ms. Bard for an awesome job at the district art show. So much artwork displayed for our kids, and nice to see a lot of our families coming to take a look at all that. Also, wanted to thank our high school mentors this year, coming every single week. Mrs. Anderson, one of our kindergarten teachers, took it upon herself to create a luncheon for them, came over. Mr. Rupert allowed her to come here into the media area and had a nice luncheon with them, just to thank them with gift cards and things like that. Also, state testing, OTES evaluations, and teacher roster rotation is finally done. We couldn't do it though without the help of Sharon, our school counselor. She is absolutely amazing. She helped with troubleshooting, test accommodations, students that were absent, and kept us informed all along the way, which made life so much easier across the board. So we made sure we had all of our students tested. It's amazing. Also, with that state testing, wanted to thank Dr. Schweinfurt for getting our test scores out in a timely manner. We ended up having 4 third grade students that had a perfect math score on the state test, and 7 of our 4th grade students had a perfect score as well. Also wanted to thank Ms. Howell and FFA for a wonderful ag day for our students. The kids really enjoyed it. I think just getting out and walking over was fun for them too. But all the things they got to bring back and things that were displayed for them was awesome. So thank you. Also wanted to share, Mrs. Pickering and Mrs. Mossing, our reading intervention teachers, have created these, and I just wanted to show you because they're awesome what they did. They created these awesome certificates for our kids, and went through each individual student and picked out specially, I guess, purposefully selected books for kids. So they went through each of their students and they've got to learn them, know them, and they found a book especially for them of things that they like to do. It's called the Rising Reader Award, and the reason for that is because these students, they may not receive an A in reading, but they have worked so hard and showed so much effort that we wanted to make sure to recognize their accomplishments and encourage them to continue reading. So we spent a lot of time doing that, and I thought it was important to share with you. Also, Right to Read Week is in full swing right now. Our kindergarten team put that all together, so lots of fun activities for that. Also wanted to thank Deputy Kathy. Their graduation was awesome. Our kids really had a good time seeing her come into the classrooms and instruct, and have Vinny there too. So also Field Day. Field Day is this Friday. Lots of huge moving parts. Miss Ziegler puts it all together. She does a great job. So just wanted to give her a shout out. And I did send an article to all of you about, the Evergreen Elementary STEAM Night, which, Mrs. Urbanski spearheaded that, did an amazing job. A lot of our kids were, spotlighted in that article, so that was really neat to see. Also, again, to Mrs. Doble and Mrs. Ziegler, for giving our student council members lots of responsibilities and creating a lot of fun activities. The kids take it really seriously, and they do a really, really great job with it, especially being as young as they are. It's neat to see, and it's neat to see them kind of pass the torch to the next grade level to get started. Also want to thank Mrs. Paulson and Mr. Polachek. They put together a young athletes program. They created a committee, and Mr. Polachek trained all of our students to go outside and do organized activities, and had people come over from different buildings to come and help with that and oversee it. So that was fun for our kids too. And I think that's it. Do you have any questions?
Okay, thank you,
Thank
Mrs. Brown. Thank you. Mr. Burkholder had a prior engagement, so Mr. Samoa has his report.
A few things that he wanted to share with you. The middle school would like to recognize Lindy Scouron as this month's People's Champ. Lindsay is new to our district this year and has a huge workload to accomplish. She has done a phenomenal job representing how staff members should approach every day and be role models for our students. Congratulations. On April 19th, the Evergreen Middle School crowned its first ever Amazing Shake champion. Congratulations to Zachary Leininger. Our 11 finalists went to Worthington Steel to compete during the final round. During this time, participants gave a presentation to a board on charities of their choice. They were given a facility tour and enjoyed a catered lunch. Great experience for our students. Worthington is even going to participate in a local charity that was presented by one of our students. Evergreen Middle School would like to extend a big thank you to Worthington Steel for all the support they have offered this year in helping our Amazing Shake program. So great community partner with Worthington. The middle school celebrates Staff Appreciation Week from May 6th to the 10th. Staff were able to enjoy a number of events throughout the week, including a Spirit Week just for them. The National Junior Honor Society delivered breakfast to staff on Monday morning. Tuesday, MVP provided snacks and drinks along with some trivia. Wednesday, MVP provided a staff luncheon. Thursday, the staff enjoyed cinnamon rolls from Joe Box, and MVP provided a generous raffle with prizes. And Friday, the staff enjoyed Viking Pizzeria for lunch, and MVP provided sweet treats. Evergreen administration would like to say thank you to the NJHS and MVP for putting on such a great week for our staff. So it was great to reward them, and we appreciate their support in helping us to do that. On May 13th, the middle school had a spring concert with amazing performances from the band and the choir students. Congratulations to Mr. Rosen, Mr. Stearman, and Mr. Lyons on a successful show. The students' growth throughout the year is a testament to their hard work. So thank you to those individuals.
Thank you. Mr. Rupert.
Well, I'm still standing. My blood pressure is a lot lower after yesterday. We made it through. I get home afterwards and I always think, man, it's a crazy week, but it's worth it. I meet with every single senior as they check out, so I get time to talk to them. It's a crazy week, but it's worth it. Congratulations to the seniors. On top of all of that, we had Student Appreciation Week, Teacher Appreciation Week. We had prom, choir, band, concerts. All of our state testing, AP testing is done. So we're now just trying to make it to the end of the year. I do want to note that we have semester exams for high schoolers unless they have they have A's for the entire semester and they are not excessively absent as defined by the state of Ohio. So good attendance, good grades, they get exempt from in the exams. And then also lastly, I just want to congratulate senior Callan Horzewski, who was inducted into 4 Counties National Honor Society. It's good to recognize we have students out at or 4 County doing great work. Actually, she's a junior. I missed her. Said senior, so she's a junior. Any questions?
Oh, okay. Thank you, Mr. Rupert. Mrs. Schmidl.
Good evening. Just to give you an update on our preschool, I did tell Lexington that I was Up here, I let you know that we had our early childhood screening coming up, which took place through March and April. We had about 45 Evergreen children go through that screening, which led us to be able to identify some needs for services and things as we prepare for next year. Out of that group of children, that we do have 24 openings in our preschool for next school year as far as typical peers go. So we have many kids moving on to kindergarten, opening up some of those typical peer positions. First round offers were mailed to families. They do have a deadline of June 7th. So at that time, any unfilled spots will be initiate a second round of possible children to enter our program for next year. And that will continue until all of open spaces are filled. As far as the tuition for preschool, as we talked about, it is $1,000. That is something that parents have the option to pay quarterly, or they can make that one-time payment. A total of 36 typical peers are in our preschool program. So we have 3 classes, and there are approximately 12 typical peers between each classroom. So to give you a little bit of information about how much money is brought in through typical peers, and that goes into our general fund. There's no open enrollment in preschool, so it's all Evergreen children who are in our program. Do you have any questions about that? Also on May 3rd, we had our spa day with moms. This was a fun event that was funded by our MVP. It was a spa day that Green Bubble Gorgeous came into the school, and the children were able to make bath bombs with their moms or aunts or whoever came to join them. Each child, we had great participation. Each child had a member of their family come in for that. So that was a fun day for the kids. We always enjoy that. Also, just to give a little bit about, it was asked about leave. So we do have 2 different schools that we use for children who have needs that are beyond, I guess, what we're able to serve here at Evergreen when it comes to social, emotional, and behavioral needs. So we use LEAP, which is in Howland, and then we have IEC, which is in Defiance. So LEAP is a fairly new school that we've started to use. It's closer. Each school kind of has their own little personal touches. So it is individualized. So just a little bit of information about those 2 service options for our kids. For next year, we have approximately 137 students that are on IEPs for academics that need support from an intervention specialist. So just to let you know, we do have co-teaching offered at each grade level. There's a great continuum of services that we have prepared. So between each of those intervention specialists that we have, the caseload averages to be about 9, which helps us to be able to meet some of our needs when it comes to like intervention and supports through the MTSS process we've talked about in the past. So based on that, we do currently have 3 intervention specialist positions open that we're interviewing for, and hopefully get some people into that. So any questions for me?
Thank you. Thank you, Mrs. Miller. Mr. Smola.
Congratulate our 93 new alumni who graduated yesterday. As Mr. Miller stated in his address to the class, these graduates should have everything they need to be successful. And we really hope that they are in the next chapter of their lives. So it's great to see a good group move out. And wish them the best. We've officially launched Parent Square as our communication platform for the next school year. We made the move to Parent Square to reduce the number of platforms being used throughout the district. Parent Square gives us the ability to share all types of communications, including photos and attachments, as well as providing archived records of these communications. Parents have shared concerns of multiple platforms at different buildings and grade levels in the past. Parent Square should eliminate that concern. We currently have 550 families registered. We will discontinue School Messenger on the 30th. So there's a push to get everybody onto this new platform. Everything for next school year throughout the summer will go out on Parent Square. One change for next school year with the renewal of our contract with Variety Food Service is they will no longer be providing free breakfast to every student. We appreciated this option for our students to understand the company cannot afford to continue to do the free breakfast going forward. And finally, we will hold our staff recognition breakfast next Friday, May 31st at 8 a.m. in the elementary cafeteria. All board members are welcome to attend. So if you have the ability and you want to stop in, we do service awards and recognize retirees and have breakfast to end the school. If you're able to make it, we appreciate having you. Any questions?
All right, is there any board members with questions or concerns? All right. At this time, I need a motion to adjourn the May 20th, 2024 regular meeting of the Evergreen Local Board of Education.
Full move.
Roll call?
Yes. Mr. Carr?
Yes.
Mr. Miller? Yes. Mr. Smith?
Yes.
Yes, motion carried. If anybody has paperwork for Mr. Blanchong, you can get it to Mr. Ruther. Otherwise, everybody have a great summer.